on, guys? We got a mildly entertaining hour for you. Got my boy Mike the Tech, my boy Anthony, our Walking Dead expert,
Hello.
and our guest speaker Jose, the Batman expert.
What? Did you meow?
Yes, definitely.
I said Batman, not Catman.
Okay. I don't think bats make a sound. So.
No, they do like this weird.
And I gotta correct you. I think Tony is the Candy Crush expert.
I'm not a kid. It's
Was it Farmville?
It's Clash of Clans.
Farmville.
Class of
Candy
Clans.
Crush.
Clash. Baby punches.
Candy Crush.
Holla at your boy.
All right, so it's Farmville. Did you water your crops today?
Fuck you.
All right, so before we get started,
We got good news.
Do we? Do we got good news since you're reading my goddamn paper?
I'm psychic.
You don't have to fucking lean all the way up there. You're good.
Are you psychic like that guy from Gotham, or am I doing spoilers too soon?
It's too soon. Too far.
All right,
That's how we get sidetracked.
Before we do that, guys, last week we told you we had a contest coming up, and this week we have the details. Starting Wednesday, February 18th, that is tomorrow, considering we're recording today, we're going to be giving away 2 free movie tickets to an AMC theater, courtesy of Tony.
Yeah, hope you guys like that.
Yeah. So all you have to do to enter the contest is like our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/DynamiteFoxPowerShow. Once you like the page, you're automatically entered to win. So all you got to do is go to the Facebook page, like it. Or you can go to DynamiteFox.com, click on the Facebook logo, takes you to the page, like the page, you're automatically entered. That's all you got to do, guys.
That's it?
That's it.
Nice. And you could go take your girlfriend to go see 50 Shades of Grey if that's what you're into.
Oh, fuck you.
No, listen. She might like that.
I'm about to go buy me a
Valentine's gift.
bondage kit right
This is
now.
what we're talking about. This guy is a Candy Crush lover, and he's out of the closet about it.
Money
dicking? He's not.
All right. So, Tony?
Yeah, let's do the lineup for today. We're going to talk a little bit of Spider-Man. Obviously, I think you guys heard he's going to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Wait, whoa.
How does he get the womp
What's the sad
womp?
music
I played a
about?
womp womp.
Exactly.
What's the sad music
That's
about,
what I'm
man?
talking about.
Guys, Jose, our guest, doesn't have headphones, so he can't hear that.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk Gotham. You know, what you guys thought about yesterday's episode.
Yes. Round of applause.
Woo!
I hate you all.
We're going to talk a little bit about The Walking Dead, Better Call Saul, Evolve, and maybe some other stuff if we ever get a chance to.
Oh, so you're just going to pretend Fast Lane's not on that list?
I think everyone's going to pretend about that. I think everybody's pretending. But yeah, for your wrestling fans, we got a little bit of news there for you.
So let's start Spider-Man, you said?
Spider-Man.
Kwesi?
Just to sum this up, there is no wrestling fans. I was just...
No, I think a couple of million people will
Yo,
disagree
where
with
is
that.
your heavyweight championship belt? We're about to hit him, yo. Take him off the podcast real quick.
I actually do have that.
You
I
mean
found
you're
it
going
the
to
other
pretend
day.
to hit me? Yeah, that's what you said you're going to do?
Yo, you're on video too, don't worry.
Yeah, I did.
We're videotaping this?
Record it.
She was.
All right, Spider-Man. Yeah, good news, man. We got Spidey back.
I know.
Well, we're borrowing Spidey back.
Yeah, well, you know, it's
the deal
better
is-
than nothing, I think.
Those damn Japs.
Where's the rolling eyes emoji right now? Like, come on, man.
I mean, come on. How is it not good news? It's good news for Marvel. It's good news for Sony. You know, you can't blame Sony for not wanting to sell Spider-Man back. They're basically almost bankrupt, and Spidey is a proven commodity. Come on, why would they sell
the
it
second
back?
Spider-Man movie made so much money because it was actually a lot more badass than the first couple of Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
So they could have at least wrote it out. You know what I mean? They could have rolled it out just a little bit more before they sold it out.
Wait. I just realized. What are you talking about? Amazing Spider-Man or Spider-Man 2?
The Amazing Spider-Man number
Amazing
2.
Spider-Man
Number
2 was terrible.
It was not terrible.
It was terrible.
It was a great...
Anthony, you shit on this all the time. Come on here. Jump in here.
I don't like fucking Electrode at all. Jamie Foxx should have never been Electrode. I don't think that was the...
You racist.
Why is that making... God damn.
Well, I'm not talking about like Electro, like Jamie Foxx being Electro. I'm talking about the way that they did, the way they incorporated the villains into like a movie into like a fucking 2.5 hour movie.
Dude, it was terrible.
It was not terrible at it. It was a great way to get to the Sinister Six.
It was
How else are you
terrible.
gonna put the Sinister Six in a movie?
Dude, first of all, the tone of the movie was all over the place. The beginning, it was kind of like a PG movie. In the middle, turned kind of PG-13. Then to the end, they tried to do the little R-rated version and went back to PG. It was just all over the place. It was a mess. But everybody I know seen that movie.
You're not gonna tell me you rather Tobey Maguire. You're a Tobey Maguire fan. That's what
first
you're
of all,
doing.
yeah.
That's disgusting. Horrible and disgusting.
Tobey Maguire's better than Andrew Garfield.
That was horrible. His little emo fucking session.
Okay, wait. I will agree with you.
Oh my god.
I will agree with you. Spider-Man 3 was terrible. But Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 was stupid and unnecessary. Andrew Garfield brought nothing new to the character.
He did. His character was more on point towards Spider-Man. Character charisma,
No, he was not.
talking shit towards the villains, the all around feel of him, rather than being
the character was someone who wants to slit his wrist every second of the movie.
He twilighted Spider-Man.
How? At the end?
Yes.
Maybe at the end when Gwen Stacy dies.
Spider-Man doesn't have any angst. Okay, he's Spider-Man. All right.
No, he cries in every comic. He died. He has the most death in any.
Spider-Man doesn't have
any
angst.
hero.
He's not Batman, but his personality is you're supposed to register with the character. It's a coming of age story. Everybody knows that. It was like one of the first teen superheroes.
I'm not. Just because you gotta relate to him more. But the point of the fact is, you rather a Spider-Man that's mad bland and just gonna fight villains all ridiculously, or you'd rather one that's gonna be talking towards the villain, making fun of him because that's how Spider-Man is.
He did do that in Spider-Man 1 and 2. Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. Tobey Maguire did not do that.
Yes, he did. You need to go rewatch those movies. He made fun of Doc Ock. He made fun of also the Green Goblin. Yeah. He made fun of all his villains.
I don't know. I must have to rewatch that.
Yeah, you do. Spider-Man 2 is head and shoulders better than Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
I believe that. Especially on the fact that the Amazing Spider-Man brought villains that people didn't... the reason people don't like it is because they brought villains that nobody knew about. Like, villains that got put on the sidelines. And that's why a lot of people didn't like it. Nobody expected Electro to be one of the main villains. So everybody just felt some type of way.
No, because Green Goblin was in Amazing Spider-Man 2. And... honestly,
for 10 minutes? Because it was supposed to lead to Sinister Six.
No, he was not in. He wasn't in for 10 minutes.
The Green Goblin shows up for the fight scene at the end of the movie,
guy
which is about 10
who plays
minutes.
the Green Goblin showed up for 10 minutes.
Harry Osborn, he's in the series for 3 decades until he becomes Green Goblin in the first place. Of course, he's gonna be in the movie, but I'm saying him as a villain.
Honestly, they did some things right in Amazing Spider-Man. For instance, I think in Spider-Man 1. What they did in Amazing Spider-Man 2 that was better, they didn't put a stupid mask over his face. They allowed his face to have expression, which I thought was better than Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man, because that stupid mask didn't do the Green Goblin justice. If anything, I thought that was kind of cool. Other than that, and the idea about the Rhino riding a mech, that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's a cool, creative idea. But the rest of the movie, it was utter trash.
But I didn't like Mech Rhino.
You didn't
like
Mech Rhino? I didn't like Mech Rhino.
I'd rather Mech Rhino than some guy in a rhino suit running around like spandex like that.
But that's the whole thing of comics. It's a comic book supervillain.
Yeah, but they're trying to make it realistic, and to make it realistic, they combined Ultimate Spider-Man with regular Amazing Spider-Man. That's what the whole thing is. That's why Rhino's in a mech suit, because he's in a mech suit in Ultimate Spider-Man, and that's why the Goblin became a Goblin. He's Goblin-esque because he's supposed to look like a Goblin. Ultimate Spider-Man, he becomes a Goblin.
But if it was supposed to lean more towards realism, why would the fuck would you make Jamie Foxx blue? Why the fuck is he baby blue?
Well, I don't know. Not to say it this way, but I don't know. A black guy shooting electricity from his hands, the whole movie would be that entertaining. Static Shock.
Static Shock did it.
Static Shock was good. I like Static.
Black Lightning.
So what do
we think about it? There's a lot of black people.
Electrical powers, yeah. That's how we get the afro. It just electricity.
Yeah, like my afro right now, it's flawless.
Yeah, you stuck your fingers in a socket, and that's how it pops up.
Yo,
do you?
Why are you touching his afro?
Thank God I'm sitting the mic on this podcast.
No, I'm not running my hands through your afro.
So you're gonna tell me Sinister Six
I
is not
finally
gonna be
getting
good?
this on this conversation.
No, it's not going to be good. As a matter of fact,
afro.
it might be good now that they're actually going to get somebody who knows what they're doing. I forgot the name of the guy that runs Marvel Studios.
Marvel's not doing Sinister Six.
No. but he's gonna set the tone for Spider-Man. The guy who set up the Avengers, who set up Kevin Feige, his intuition about how the intersecting stories.
I'm curious. Is Marvel gonna help with Sinister Six now, or is
right,
Sinister Six completely different?
Well, we actually talked about.
Basically, how the deal goes is right. They're gonna share rights to the character, basically.
No, I know
so
that.
when Spider-Man appears in Avengers, Disney keeps all the profits for that. But when Spider-Man appears solo, Sony's gonna keep all the profits for that. However, they're gonna come together and set up the tone for the character. But Sony has no idea what they're doing. Let's be honest. Marvel is the one that's gonna set the tone. And once he appears in, I believe he's gonna appear in Civil War, the next Captain America movie.
That was actually what
a lot
we
of
had this
people
conversation
think that.
earlier,
But
a while back. Do you think within the 3 months they're gonna film that scene? Because it's
like
like
Easter
3 months
egg.
left.
He could be at the end of the credits.
They've been. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play a major part, but I think he's gonna show up.
He is a major
He
part
could-
in
he
the
could
Civil
pop
War
up.
comics, though. They can't
He-
just like
he
leave him
is-
out.
he
That's
is-
the whole point of them
all right,
fighting over him.
All right, yeah, but all right, look. If you saw the press conference from a couple months ago with the Black Panther, it looked like they were set up to the Black Panther was going to take Spider-Man's spot, because when they announced who was going to play Black Panther, they had Tony Stark, the guy, Robert Downey Jr., and Chris Evans, who plays Captain America, fighting over the guy. I forgot the name of the guy that plays Black Panther, but he played what's his name? Jackie Robinson in 42, and
He's a good actor too.
Yeah, I like that pick.
James Brown.
Yeah, right.
They were fighting over him, and he was like, "Listen, I don't know who I'm going to choose." On they were basically teasing it. So I don't know if it's going to change now, because a lot of movies got pushed back, especially Black Panther. So I don't know if they're going to.
Spider-Man took over Thor Ragnarok.
Spot.
They actually
and they
moved the
pushed
movie.
everything
They
else
moved-
back. So I'm assuming Kevin Feige, Marvel, they have a vision. So I'm assuming they've already had the script set up, because ever since the leak, this was announced. Everybody knew about it. Marvel and Sony were in discussions.
I
from
think
early.
they probably did
script.
was because since they've been fighting for him so long, they probably left empty gaps in what they already filmed. Like, this is where Spider-Man's going.
Or
We're gonna get him.
They just
period.
blot out Black Panther's parts and put Spider-Man back in, because that's assuming what I think what happened.
But do you think he's going to pop up at the end of the Avengers Age of Ultron, or you think he's going to pop up at Civil War?
No way.
I mean,
Age of Ultron's done already.
Yeah, but I mean, you can always take the
They have
ending
to-
credits.
After ending credits.
Possibly,
Dude,
but they
you
haven't
were the
even
same
picked their
person-
Spider-Man yet. Do you think?
Who knows, dude? They kept that shit
I
on the
doubt
wrap
it.
for
Because
how long?
you said they.
It was Captain America three months before the fucking film came out. They were still filming shit. There's
Right.
plenty of time to film it.
I
after
guess you're
credits.
right. It could be possible.
But
it could be possible.
Honestly, in all being realistic, I think he's probably going to end up popping up at the end of Civil War.
That's
at least
what
the
I
ending,
think. Civil
ending
War,
credits.
Civil
Ending
War.
credits.
At the end of Civil War?
Yeah,
Possibly.
yeah, like the little after credits teaser.
Right.
Like,
When's Civil War slated to come out?
It's next year.
Next year?
Next year, a month before Batman, right?
I feel like they should put him in the fucking movie.
That would
They
be
got all
nice.
that time.
But they started filming this movie.
Who do you
already,
guys
right?
think would make a great Spider-Man for the new one?
That's my next question. Do you guys think they should go with the Miles Morales, or you think they should?
No,
do
they're
Peter Parker?
they're going with Peter Parker.
But do you think which one would you rather see?
Are you sure they're going with
Dude,
Peter
they put
Parker? Or is it
Miles-
something you've
Miles
heard,
has-
or is the fact that they're going with Peter Parker? That's
all
something you heard, or you?
From what I've heard, it's Peter Parker, because they want to go to high school age Peter Parker. That's what I heard.
Miles
and
is
then,
high
like,
school.
why
Yeah,
would
but
you?
Miles doesn't. He's not even in the Civil War, is he?
No,
So
but-
why would they,
But
like-
no, it's a
I,
separate
I,
thing.
I understand you guys want a fresh look, because everybody's probably tired of the origin. I don't think they're gonna do the origin story in.
That's
but
what I heard. They said that they're gonna just stop doing the origin story and just like go straight to like.
That's
come on, they've
that's
done the origin
issue I
story
had.
twice. I don't think they're gonna do it. But I think Spider-Man, Peter Parker is the proven commodity. Why would you mess with that? He's $1 billion. It's $1 billion franchise. Why would you? Miles Morales is very obscure. A lot of people don't know who Miles Morales. My mom knows who Peter Parker is. She doesn't know who Miles Morales is.
Peter Parker's a household name. Miles
It's
Morales.
like coming out with a Batman movie with somebody else playing Batman.
Dick
It
Grayson
just would
as
work.
Batman. Just saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dick Grayson, whoever.
I'm just tired of the reboots. Like, how many times are you gonna reboot the goddamn series? Like you said, the origins thing. It has to stop. It's old.
I'm just gonna throw this in there. I know it's not part of this, but Fantastic Four reboot. Anybody? No.
Yeah.
Anybody, like anybody seen the trailer?
No.
Just
I saw the
saying.
trailer.
It was a new trailer. It just popped up
God.
for the Kingsman. The Kingsman
yes.
service.
That's
yeah,
off subject.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But
I was talking about like
It was
the
the
fact
fact
that
that
Fantastic
they
Four
threw in a new
rebooted.
trailer at the end of it.
Yeah, and it was just like has nothing to do it has nothing to do with the comics, right? Like the Fantastic Four coming out has nothing to do with the comics. Like,
really?
They're teenagers.
Yeah, they even changed
they changed
Human Torch. They even changed him.
Yeah, he's a black guy. Like,
Well, I wouldn't
he's not
say
Susan Storm's brother. Like they just changed the whole fucking thing.
I wouldn't say it has nothing to do with the comics, but they changed a hell of a lot of stuff. But I don't think it has nothing to do with the comics. That's a little.
Well, from what I read, I heard it's gonna follow like a storyline from the comics, but the actual like movie itself is not gonna have. It's not like an adaptation of any. Well,
I know that. I
so
think
like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that movie went downhill real fast, like when they thought about remaking it.
Well, when I heard that they were gonna, sorry, Mike, you were gonna go.
Well, I was just gonna say we're deviating far, but if y'all want to keep that going,
Oh no.
Well,
I just wanted to bring it up
one
because
more
we
thing
were
to
talking about
add,
reboots, so I
heard
was
they're gonna make Doctor Doom some kind of computer programmer, and I was like, what?
no.
I heard it's gonna be a female. Just saying.
No, it's a
Oh,
guy.
like the Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
But yeah, like back to Spider-Man. Who do you guys think should play Spider-Man? What's your actor for Spider-Man if you had a dream casting?
Andrew Garfield.
Oh man! You leave this podcast right now. You get out. God damn it.
He's better than Tobey Maguire.
No, he's not.
No.
Not even close.
No.
Just look at Metacritic or Rotten Tomatoes and look at the score for Spider-Man 1 and 2 and Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
God, yes, because I want Spider-Man to shoot webs from his actual wrist. You might as well shoot it from his dick. Like, straight up, like comic book Spider-Man.
If you really
actually
think,
has
all
web
right,
shooters.
I want you to think about this, right? Teenager is a super genius. He can make a spider web that's unbreakable. Yet he's not a millionaire, but he can't afford to feed his aunt and make sure she. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
He didn't make the web. Like
If he did in Amazing Spider-Man. I understand why they did because it's in the comics, right? Amazing Spider-Man, he made the web shooters, correct?
He made the web shooters, but the actual web, like
how does the web come out?
The web itself, he bought that from Oscorp in the first movie. He just bought a big rack of them. He didn't make that himself. And in the comic, he actually gets supplied of it by
he bought a rack of them?
like a box filled with.
Bought them. That's the key word. You said he bought them.
Okay.
He paid for them. Like he said, he still can't afford to feed his aunt.
Well, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work.
But I mean, like, I was going towards the fact that he's like a billionaire that can make it himself. He didn't like synthetically make it. The only thing he made was the web shooters, and that's still viable towards like Spider-Man himself. Better than him like shooting it out his wrist and then randomly losing his powers and then magically getting it back. Listen,
Well, that's a comic book. Actually, that's a comic book storyline. That's
a
done by
comic
Stan.
book
Yes, it is a storyline. Spider-Man No More. It was actually done by Stan Lee, the creator of Spider-Man.
I know that, but when he loses his powers, it was for a reason. They never explained in this fucking movie.
The reason
how it
was he
happened.
didn't want to be Spider-Man anymore.
In the comic, the reason was, I don't want to be Spider-Man, so I lost my powers.
Actually,
sense.
It happens a lot in the series because the whole
Wasn't
point
in
is
the
he's
comic
a
book he
reluctant-
lost his powers and it was due to his genetics and he was actually morphing into an actual spider?
No,
and then that's how it goes into that whole
that's way later after Stan Lee's run. That's completely later after Stan Lee run.
Okay.
It had to do with him not wanting to be Spider-Man. The whole point of the character is he's a reluctant hero. He's not happy being who he is. He's not happy with his life. That's the whole. What Stan Lee did when he created these characters, a lot of people understand. He basically put twist on old characters, like the Hulk is based off of a monster movie. What was it? Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, the Hulk is based off Frankenstein. If you even look at the original image of the Hulk, he's based off Frankenstein.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, but like all of them are not like just based off of those movies. You do know they're based off of his life, right?
Who?
Stan Lee, his life. Like Spider-Man is based off of his teenage years. That's why he made
I'm sure
Spider-Man.
he does. Every writer
And, like,
adds stuff in from their.
Well,
formative
obviously, but I'm
years.
just saying, like, he himself said he likes Tobey Maguire's like version better because he thinks it's more like you know, like added to his life. But I'm just saying the charismatic version of Spider-Man, where he's like all over the place and more spunky as Spider-Man, I think he was better as like Andrew Garfield. That's just my opinion.
I have to disagree.
Oh, well.
All right.
That was a heated debate.
We still didn't finish the picks, guys.
We didn't pick. I would rather
pick?
a complete unknown.
Unknown, never heard of. What about you, Mike?
Those seem to be the best.
I agree. I agree with Tony. Go with someone we haven't seen yet. I mean, you're gonna reboot and bore us to death with another fucking origin story. At least give us a new fucking guy.
Well, I really don't think they're gonna do the origin story, and I pick Logan Lerman. I think Logan Lerman's the guy.
Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt does good, or not even Johnny Depp. Let's just throw Johnny Depp in there, bro. He's not a superhero yet. We might as well.
I should start loading my gun with bullets right now.
That means
Angelina Jolie.
I mean,
She should be Mary Jane. It would be Spider-Man and
No, she's Spider-Man.
Brad Pitt will be Mary Jane.
Yes.
if you get Johnny Depp, then fucking Tim.
I mean, the Ghostbusters are all females now, so let's just run with this thing now.
Tim Burton's gonna make the next fucking Spider-Man movie.
Tim Burton makes Spider-Man.
Snowing,
really
snowing
dark,
with fucking
emo.
clouds.
Oh, well, then we could bring Andrew Garfield back because he'll fit right into the emo look.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You got it.
What you got next?
Oh yeah, well, speaking of Tim Burton and running into Batman, what did you guys think of this week's Gotham?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go again.
Get started, bro.
Jose and Kwesi are about to jump back in the ring.
They thought Spider-Man was serious, yo. I'm sweating.
Who's going to ring the bell on this fucking fight?
Ding, ding.
Let's go.
I just want to hear why you hate Gotham. Why
do you hate Gotham so much,
I explained this on the last podcast.
But I need a real reason.
I explained this on the last.
No.
Okay, all right. Now I actually watched an episode. All right.
Yeah, you actually seen
watched
a part of an episode because you were trying to fucking sleep.
Why was I trying to fall? Because I was sleeping. It was sleepy. No. It was boring.
No, you sleep through
it's
everything.
It's like a sedative.
You sleep through everything.
God damn! Everybody overacts on this thing. You're gonna tell me everybody the acting is piss poor on this series? Are you kidding me?
Poor?
Piss poor.
Jada Pinkett's acting isn't
terrible.
I mean, this is her best acting since Set It Off.
All I'm saying is they already got signed for season 2. On top of that, they already got a bunch of awards for the show. It's one of the best awards on TV right now.
What awards?
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure it won a couple of academies. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit. I'm just saying that on television, it says
like when you watch a Michael Bay movie commercial and they say loved by the critics and they don't name any critics.
Well, it's not.
You're doing that right now.
It's not the same though. It's not.
You're right. It's not the same.
Because everybody loves Gotham except you.
Who's everybody? Who is everybody?
I kind of love Gotham.
Go to hell.
I like it too.
Okay, well,
I had an issue. Remember last week I said I had an issue. The first half of the season was really good. Then when they came back with mid-season premiere, whatever that's supposed to be, was really slow. I thought it was getting lame. But now I believe it's starting to pick back up as of like 2 weeks ago.
All I'm saying is they've been dropping a lot of Easter eggs lately.
Yeah,
and
Easter
eggs.
Point.
It's
Easter
on
eggs.
point.
Easter eggs is what make you okay.
Yes. Right. Why the fuck are you gonna watch a prelude of a story that's been written out and then like not like the fact that they're like leaving Easter eggs for the next stuff? Like when they did the episode for Bane, like the Easter egg for Bane, like Venom, and it was Viper or whatever, and it was turning people all roid rage and then they died or whatever. That Easter egg was a bomb ass fucking excuse for like an episode. But don't come to me and just be like, oh well, I want to see Bane in this episode. Or I want to see Batman as a little kid fighting all these villains. He's 10 years old. We need a good storyline. Like it's great for a brand new storyline that hasn't been created.
One question: what's your favorite Batman movie?
My favorite Batman movie?
Yeah, Batman movie. What's your favorite Batman movie?
I don't really have a favorite Batman movie. Just because like all the movies, they all have their different adaptations, and it depends on what you like.
What's your favorite Batman comic book?
My favorite Batman comic book? Death of a Family. Just because when they brought the Joker back and they redid all his old, you know, like, what do you call them? All his old crimes, but then he upped it up a notch and was killing God knows how many people. So, like, I love that. I love, like,
you like the fact that they murdered Robin in the end.
Well, Robin didn't get murdered at the end.
Death in the Family,
yes. No, not Death in the Family. Death of a Family.
Oh,
the remake when he
you
comes
talking about
back.
with Scott Snyder?
Yeah, Scott Snyder.
Oh, I thought you said Death in the Family.
No, not Death in the Family. No. I'm not talking about Jason Todd. Who likes Jason Todd? Come on. Be serious.
Hey, people like the Red Hood.
Yeah, the Red Hood, but nobody likes, like, Jason Todd as Robin. Everybody's like, fucking. That's why they killed him off. But but I'm just saying, like the Easter egg in this episode when they did the Graysons, the flying Graysons, and they pretty much Easter egged the fact that Robin's gonna be born. Right. Shit like that is awesome. I love things like that. Like you gotta really know the comic to know. Like if I had a friend who didn't know anything about Batman, they're gonna be like, who the fuck are these people? Like, of course they're not gonna like the show because they don't know it. But if you like the comic and you know the Flying Graysons, they're the ones who have fucking Dick Grayson. They're gonna be like, yo, that means Robin's Easter egg in this episode. You know what? Same thing with Scarecrow. I knew it was gonna be Scarecrow in episode 1 when they were talking about they were extracting like the fear shit from people or whatever. When they were describing
the fear gland.
Yeah, the fear gland. I was like, okay, that's an added to the Scarecrow. I didn't know it was gonna be his father until the end. But even when he came out, he was like, "Oh, Jonathan, go." I was like, "That's Jonathan, Jonathan Crane, Scarecrow, awesome, great backstory."
I think they made it clear he was gonna be Scarecrow.
Well, of course, in the end of the second episode.
No, I think even the first one, I kind of had that idea though. He was working too hard on forcing it on his son.
Yeah. I was like, well, that even like could go into how he becomes a psychologist. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's really fucked up in the head. He's always scared. Like that's a good reason as to why he's Scarecrow. Like that's a great backstory. If you can't give him a backstory like that, then the show would obviously be shit.
So Kwesi, what do you think about the Joker in this episode?
Implications.
God,
where do I start? Oh my God.
You don't think it's the Joker?
Fuck
Look
no.
at the way he's fucking acting. I don't know anyone else in the Gotham City. Well, no, I can't say that. But
everyone overacts in that fucking show. So
listen, the reason it can't be the Joker, and this is what everybody's saying, and it's the most truest thing. If you give Joker a backstory, that takes away his pizzazz. The reason, even in Death of a Family at the end, the reason Joker is so crazy is he doesn't want to really be who he used to be. At the end of Death of a Family, when Batman pretends to know who he is, he jumps off. He pretty much kills himself before Batman could admit it to him because he doesn't want to realize that he's a real person. The reason Joker's crazy is because he wants to pretend that he's not a human. He's not.
The reason why the Joker's crazy is because he fell into a vat of chemicals.
Nah.
Yeah. Did you read Zero Year?
Oh no, I know that's the actual backstory. That's the one that
Scott Snyder wrote the same. Yeah,
everybody
story.
says, but what I'm trying to tell you is like the way he keeps his sanity is that way. That's why when Scott Snyder did the book, the whole thing was that Joker knew everybody's identity and he was ploying everybody's identity against him because he did know. He even knew Batman was Bruce Wayne from before. Like they even said it. But he doesn't want to admit it to it because it will ruin the fun.
Well, another thing, but the way Scott Snyder writes the Joker is he's omnipotent. He knows things that he shouldn't know. Like the most recent story that's out right now, he's alluding to the Joker being more than human. He's been around for centuries. Like you see pictures of him in like old paintings and shit like that.
They're trying
of the smiling man.
They're trying to play off the fact that he has the same radiation as Vandal Savage in his bone marrow or something like that. That allows him to live, that he's immortal. But then again, the whole point is that they're doing all these storylines, but nobody knows the actual true
exactly.
storyline.
That's the beauty of the Joker.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just all right. If you look at the like the Dark Knight, right? The Dark Knight where the Joker appears, they never give an origin for who he is, right? But he has like 2 or 3 stories of who he could be, and it's actual. The cool thing about it is, those are the actual origins from the comic book. About him having abusive father. He told that to Harley Quinn to get her sympathy before he drove her crazy. Or what was the other origin story he had when he talks about when he had the knife to the guy's face?
I'm not listening to you.
About him.
Are you talking about the Dark Knight, the movie?
Yes.
The movie adaptation is horrible.
Oh,
like storyline wise, The Dark Knight, the movie was great. But I'm saying like you can't go like be like, oh, this is based closely on the comic book, and then like, do you know how much they deviated? How much they deviated from the comics in all 3 movies in that entire trilogy?
You're crazy.
The
First
Joker,
of all, all right, The Dark Knight, right? The only thing that they didn't do that was from the comics was him falling to a vat of chemicals. The fact that the Joker is a man of chaos, he's schizophrenic. His whole idea in the movie was to be just chaos and drive Batman crazy. The fact that he wanted Batman to kill him just so he could have the last laugh is the Joker.
You do know the original Joker is not like that.
What are you talking about?
The original first made Joker was just when Joker was first made, he was just part of the trilogy, like the Riddler and Penguin, that he just wanted money and went to rob banks and do all that. He didn't become cynical. He didn't become cynical. What do you mean?
When the Joker first appeared, he was a diamond thief. He actually, how he committed his crimes, he announced it over the radio. That's why he was doing videos.
But he himself was not cynical and crazy, and he didn't have all these fucking extra shit that was added on later.
They always add stuff on later.
Well, obviously, but you're trying to say, oh, well, he's supposed to be cynical and crazy and supposed to be like...
Let me get this straight. So the most loved animated Joker of all time is Mark Hamill's Joker. So he isn't cynical, crazy. His whole point...
He's cynical and crazy, but he's not like Heath Ledger cynical and crazy and just wanted to kill random people.
What are you talking? They can't have him killing random people in a kid's TV show.
So how are you comparing him then? You can't compare him and then be like, oh, well, he can't do that. Obviously, the point was he's cynical, but he's to the point where he still has an objective, and his objective was to cause chaos, and his objective was to get money, but it was never like, I want to kill random people for the fuck of it.
So wait. So you mean the people with the smiling faces that they show in the cartoon? You realize he's killing them, right?
He doesn't kill them.
He kills them.
You want to know why? You know why? You know why he doesn't kill them? Because Batman always finds an antidote.
Because it's a kid's cartoon.
Okay, but
they can't have him off and get.
Okay, but guess what? Even in the comics, it wasn't until Death of a Family that he made a stronger dose that was actually killing them.
Dude, okay, the Death in the Family?
No, Death of a Family.
No, but the Death in the Family, he beats Robin to death with a damn crowbar.
Okay, because he has a personal vendetta. I'm talking about the random people.
Wait, you realize he uses he realizes a crowbar. He uses a crowbar in The Dark Knight, right? It beats the snot out of Batman. You realize that, right?
You're mixing so many storylines and so many different adaptations.
The point. It's a
not
movie.
The point.
They take various adaptations. They take different stuff.
What I'm trying to tell you, back to the original conversation of Gotham, is thank you. I'm gonna bring it back. The original conversation of Gotham is first of all, you can't just give him a storyline, especially a random storyline like that.
Oh my God.
Secondly, the Joker, if whatever fucking the most well-known backstory, he was not originally fucking insane. And for you to just bring him out and be like, oh, he's crazy because he killed his mom and he had a complex because she was fucking a clown, so that's why he becomes a Joker in the future, and you want to bring all this assumption up? Like, that's stupid.
Which is really sick, too. No. Him becoming the Joker because his mom fucked a clown, that's fucking sick.
Wait.
I'm just throwing that out there. It's some fucking sick shit, dude.
Well, okay, all right. First of all, the vat chemical part, that's a big origin, but another big origin was written by Alan Moore. You know what happens in that comic book? He doesn't fall. You know how it happens? He gets in with the mob, right? He's a comedian, a failed comedian. He gets in with the mob because he needs money, right? Mm-hmm. He goes to help the mob, but before he's going to help the mob, his wife dies. So the whole point he was gonna go to help the mob was to get enough money for his wife. So then he tries to back out, and they don't allow him to, and he falls into a vat of chemicals.
He still falls into a vat of chemicals. He's still sane. He still has a family. He still has people he cares about. Not the fact that...
But it's two different origins. If the way Scott Snyder made it was, he was a crime boss. He was a crime boss. He was a merciless crime boss, and he was recruiting people for the Red Gang.
That's definitely that's the backstory that they had for fucking Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Okay,
but my point being is that in Gotham, as good of a show it is,
oh my God,
as good of a show it is, dude, that's the only thing that I had like an issue with, because the Joker, everybody's like making such a big deal, and it was so anticlimactic. It was just so many Easter eggs all over the place, but at the same time, it was just like, oh, that's the Joker, yay, all right, he's in the fucking show, and that's pretty much what they did with it. But at the end of the day, putting the Joker in so early in such a like trying to give him a backstory, and you're trying to justify that he has so many backstories and all this other extra stuff. It's just.
I'm talking about The Dark Knight, not Gotham. Gotham sucks.
We're talking about Gotham right now.
But I'm trying to explain to you.
That is the topic.
That's the topic. Hold on,
but I'm trying to explain to you The Dark Knight's done well, Gotham isn't.
The Dark Knight was not done well.
All right, you hear this? You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? You could put a box of cereal and write Batman on it and put it in the background on the screen.
So listen. You just stated like 3 times in 3 different storylines that he always falls in a vat of chemicals, right?
Okay.
The Joker, when he falls in a vat of chemicals, he goes crazy because his skin gets bleached white, red lips, his hair turns green, the whole 9.
Okay.
In the movie,
The Dark
He's
Knight?
just a regular person. He takes off the
He's
makeup
not
at
a
some
regular
point.
person.
He takes off the makeup at some point.
Okay.
He has no viable reason other than the fact that he has a bunch of million backstories and he's crazy.
Okay.
For that, you could
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? How many other fucking psychos are in Arkham that could play the same role?
No.
That doesn't have a specific background. The whole point of
like
the Joker, the whole point of the Joker is he's extra out there because he knows what the fuck he's doing, but at the same time, he has a vendetta against Batman. He doesn't want to kill thousands of people for no reason. He has a vendetta against Batman. That's the whole point. That's what
crazy.
his whole thing is. He has a specific vendetta against him. That's why he loves him so much. That's why he's so in tune with Batman. Not because he just wants to kill everybody and anything for no reason. He has a specific way of wanting to be against Batman.
You're saying the portrayal of Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight is not the Joker. That's what you're telling me.
Heath Ledger's portrayal as a Joker?
Yeah, he was not the Joker.
But everything else, the storyline, everything that
What storyline? What's wrong with the storyline? Which storyline? Which part?
The fact that he's randomly killing people for no reason.
The Joker killed... You know how much the body count is for the Joker?
Okay, but you're not getting the point. His body count is because he wants to get Batman's attention. That's...
Why do you think he was killing all those people?
Okay, but they never have a personal... They don't show the personal level of Joker to Batman.
What are you talking about? In the end of the movie,
in the end of the whole 3-hour movie, at the end, he tells him he loves him. We're meant to do this. Out of 3 hours. That's like saying Bane was good. That's like saying Bane was a great fucking. Talia al Ghul. She definitely.
Okay, you're just screaming right now. You're just screaming right now.
Oh my god.
First of all,
Jose is upset right now.
Here, you can throw the book.
Dude, have a Snickers. Have a Snickers because you're not yourself when you're hungry.
Yo, he's getting me mad because he's like,
wait. So you mean to tell me the scene where the Joker and Batman are in the interrogation room and the Joker is just trying to piss Batman off to beat the snot out of him is not the Joker?
There's no personal level as to Joker and the Batman.
The part where he's in the street and he tells him to hit me. Kill me with the fucking motorcycle.
That has nothing to do with Batman.
That's not Joker.
Nothing to do with Batman.
That's not Joker.
You're not getting
crazy.
my point. My point is...
I'm not getting your point.
My point is Joker's vendetta, the reason he does everything he does is to get at Batman.
Why?
He has a personal...
Why?
Because Batman turned him into the Joker.
No, that is not why. That is not why. The Joker doesn't even know he fell into a vat of chemicals. You're backstepping.
He doesn't know.
His whole vendetta against Batman, why? It's fucking fun. The world would not be fun without Batman.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
You're kidding me.
I'm telling you the truth. The Joker would not be happy in a world with... Okay.
No pun intended. You're joking.
The Dark Knight Returns. Have you ever read that comic book?
Yes.
The Dark Knight Returns. You realize when Batman retired, Joker fell into a catatonic state. He was depressed. Why? The world wasn't fun anymore. He didn't have an arch nemesis. The reason why he does what he does...
You're totally like disregarding his whole the whole beginning of the fact that the Joker knows who Batman is. He knows who Bruce Wayne is.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care about Bruce Wayne.
He doesn't care about Bruce Wayne. He cares about Batman.
Exactly.
But that's my point. He has a personal...
No, he does not.
Listen, if Robin came out and Batman just went to sleep and Robin was doing all the same things Batman would do, and it would be just as fun for the Joker, it wouldn't because he has a personal thing for Batman.
No, because Robin wouldn't be Batman.
You're not.
Robin would not be Batman.
You're proving my point right now. You're proving my point.
No, I'm not proving your point. I'm not.
Can one of you guys please tell me? He just said the
book is slammed. That's it.
That's it, guys.
Write in, guys. Write in, please. Tell this man how crazy.
What we want is comments in the comment section on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on our Facebook, on our Twitter.
Because this is not going to end today.
Hit the contact box on DynamiteFox.com. Anything, we want to know what y'all think about this debate.
Because
my hat is off.
Matter of fact, if you make a compelling argument against these two, We'll call you during the show, and we'll have this shit out because this is good.
We're gonna have to.
But we have to move on at some point.
Yeah, because I mean, for everything I'm hearing right now, I think that we just need a movie night.
No,
we need a movie night to prove this.
Don't.
Look,
That's it.
So they can argue through the whole fucking movie.
I'm gonna go back to what I originally was saying. In Gotham, which was a good show, and he still didn't prove how it sucks. But the fact that
everybody overacts. We went over this.
All right, this
Anyways,
has to stop. We have
back
to
to
move
Gotham.
on.
My point. The whole point was Gotham.
He's slamming the gavel.
That's it. That's it, guys.
Ding ding.
Walking Dead. Walking Dead.
We have to.
That was a wonderful transition.
Holy shit! I've never had to do that before.
Transition needed. Wait, I started the Walking Dead music.
That's
it is
it.
over. The Walking Dead music is now playing.
I've never had to do that before.
Wow. Walking Dead. Hopefully this doesn't turn out in a screaming match. Holy shit.
I'm not that passionate about Walking Dead.
Look, I even got groaning zombies. Do you hear that? Look. Walking Dead, that's where we're at now.
I was gonna bring up Arkham, the Arkham game.
No.
Get into that, bro.
No.
We have to.
No, it's over. No, Kwesi,
We'll have a part two for this.
We will do this podcast another time, and I will finish him later. Okay?
Finish
let's
you.
move on.
All right, please, let's move
we're gonna
on.
have to do
Flawless
this again.
victory.
Slide over, because you're done hogging the goddamn mic. This is ridiculous.
Holy shit! Wow.
That screaming match, that had to be one of the best arguments I've ever seen in my life. I
knew this was gonna happen.
I sat back and just
I knew-
Facebooked quotes and shit because this is great.
Nah, you know what the fuck?
was
You know what's gonna
gonna happen.
happen? We're gonna need like a fifth person that's gonna have to start looking shit up while we talk about it. Because
Well, the
I wanna-
fifth person, last week we had a guy on the couch, like from half baked to random guy on the couch. He was just there.
He slept.
He just slept, literally, like the guy in the movie. But now we got the random girl on the couch who's videotaping the entire podcast.
Say hello.
Say hello.
Wave.
Wave, they can see you.
She's waving to herself, recording herself.
So, Walking Dead, coming off the mid-season premiere of Tyrese's death and
that really
Beth dying in the mid-season finale. This episode really focused hard on the emotional aspect of every character dealing with their deaths. It was... Oh, shut up. It was...
Excuse me, ladies
He's
and
a Hulk
gentlemen.
Hogan of the podcast.
Yeah, just stealing the thunder, man. It wasn't action-packed. Kwesi mentioned earlier that nothing happened. He's right, nothing happened. A lot of conversations happened, a lot of crying happened.
What are you talking about, man?
But no. I agree with Kwesi on that. But I did like the episode because I do like a build-up. So, Tony, what did you think going into or coming out of this previous episode?
Coming out of it, I have high hopes because now they're headed into the realm of the comic a little bit more, with Aaron popping up finally.
Who what's Aaron's role?
Spoiler alert! Heads up.
If you haven't read the comic books, just
The comics
Skip
have been
ahead.
completely different
Skip
from the
ahead.
show, so with any luck, they'll keep it that way, and it won't be a spoiler.
Warning.
Just skip
Okay,
ahead.
warning.
All right, what is Aaron's role at this point? All right, so we're not spoiling. At this point, what is Aaron's role?
Well, he has a job, and his job is to find people, which is what they said. How do you know who I am? And this and that. So he has been watching them for for a bit of time.
So he's been stalking them.
Yeah, kind of like that creeper
Like,
kind of guy.
is he like watching them and masturbating in the woods, or is he?
Well, he quite possibly could
He
be.
uses a zombie hand.
Because
Zombie
The
hand.
stranger.
because spoiler, this guy is gay in the comic book,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So he
Yeah,
could have
yes.
been stroking it, watching Rick or something.
Well,
His master.
Well, probably
Well,
Daryl, because he
he-
probably likes the same thing all the chicks
oh
like.
god.
So
But
look, we got a grin from the random girl on the couch.
Daryl fan. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm actually really excited because when this guy popped up, that's definitely meaning the next big villain is coming, Mr. Negan.
Uh-huh.
And when he shows up, the show's gonna do a complete turnaround on brutal violence.
I do like that they hinted at Negan with Glenn finding the bat
Oh yeah.
which was
Yeah.
which
that
was
a good one.
what, like a choice weapon for Glenn in the comic, right? Or
no,
a choice weapon for Negan.
Who wants to
Negan.
throw out that
Negan.
spoiler right now?
Oh.
You want to throw out that spoiler? Or you
Well, let's get a little bit into it.
Let's be a little more analytical before we just start dropping bombs on him.
I mean, so that was the first hint of Negan was gonna, be, he's approaching, was Glenn finding the bat, and if you actually look at the poster for the mid-season premiere, they actually show like kind of like a little factory in the background. Mm-hmm. That's it kind of resembles Negan's hideout in the comic, so that's the second big thing.
So one of the things also that I noticed was the wolves graffiti on the wall, and then the zombies with the W's engraved in their foreheads.
Yeah, that was a nice little touch.
So what are the wolves? Do we even know? Were they in the comic?
No idea.
They said it was the Whisperers.
It's the wolves. It was written on the wall.
Yeah, we are the wolves.
We are the wolves, or some shit like that. Yeah. It's been hinted at through the interwebs. A lot of people are talking about the wolves. So the wolves are a big thing. But were they in the comic?
No.
No? So
another...
this might be just a new thing they're gonna start throwing into the show.
Which is what I like. They're adding little things here and there.
It's a Game of Thrones reference.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's not start on Game of Thrones.
Yo, the season didn't even start yet. Don't even bring that up.
Fucking worst show I've ever seen in my life.
Shout out to Game of Thrones on Blu-ray right now.
Oh,
it just came out yesterday.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I just scooped up my care.
Did you really?
Oh, you're the guy who bought the one copy?
Really? So that's why they let it out every year, right? As a one guy.
He got two because he got me one too. That was a present. That was a good guy.
Oh wait, you got Kwesi. So now I gotta sit here and watch this bullshit with you on Blu-ray?
Well, yeah. You want one?
Game of Thrones greatest
I am
series
moving
of all
the fuck
time.
out tonight.
Way better than Gotham.
Well,
Shit's all over Gotham's production.
no, we're not doing this again. We're not fucking doing this. The Wolves is where we are.
Last week on The Walking Dead.
This fucking cock.
All right, he just mutes the fucking mic.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So Jose, where are you caught up?
I'm caught up on the show. I'm not like I've dabbled in here and there in the comics, so I'm not all there in the comics.
So,
but
where do you think it goes from here? It just in your opinion, where would you take it if you were?
I agree with Tony. It's just I'm just kind of skeptical because they've been changing a lot of crucial things. Like, isn't Carl supposed to be like one eye? Like the governor was supposed to take his eye too.
Spoiler alert. Yeah,
and that didn't happen. And then
it's not really a spoiler because the governor's not there to take his fucking eye.
Well, the governor didn't take out his eye. It was actually shot out, which is
so that could still happen.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely coming up.
But then at the same
time, man, not Carl,
not
Coral, Coral.
Well, I hope he gets shot in the face at least once.
Rick was supposed to lose a hand. He was supposed to lose a hand a long time ago. That didn't happen.
Yeah, but
Carl has to lose his eye.
Somebody got to lose something.
Carl has to
that's why I thought
eye.
they were going with what's this guy's name? That he's supposed to be Rick's right hand man, and then he ends up getting died, and like he ends up dying, getting his arm chopped off. Tyrese, yeah. Tyrese is like Rick's right hand man, and he does nothing the entire time he's in the show.
I was disappointed.
I was disappointed in the way he died, but I did like the send off.
Yeah, like the way they like.
He got the most peaceful send off out of anyone else. Like, he was probably the most good-hearted guy out of everyone. Yeah. The most. You know what I mean? Yeah, but so for him to see everyone as they, everyone that had died
in a
good way, and make it seem as if they're telling him he doesn't need to be scared. Going into his death. It made it peaceful for him.
You know what I thought?
So they
were doing. I don't know if you pay attention or you ever seen the I Am Legend like comics where the like zombie vampires.
Oh God.
When they see you as a person, they don't see you. They think you're the zombie or vampire. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
like in their head, the reason they attack you is because they think you're what they are.
I don't think that's what's going on here.
No, obviously not. No, but I'm just saying that's what I thought they were going for. I was like, yo, he's seeing like the part where the governor, he's like in his face and he tries to get at him.
Right.
And it was really Rick. And I thought that's what they were gonna do. That they were hinting that as a zombie, he thinks that they're fucking trying to kill him, and it's really not.
So I have a question. How long do you think before we see Negan? Do we see him this season?
I think you'll definitely see him before the end of the season.
Didn't they hint in this next episode that they're gonna send Rick to like in the trailer?
No, he's gonna go talk to Aaron.
Yeah.
He's gonna go talk to Aaron, who's made that appearance in the last 2 minutes.
No, but they were saying they had a conversation. He was like, "Oh, I want to go talk to your leader." He's like, "Oh, you can go. I'll stay here."
Oh, when he says it to Aaron, right?
Yeah,
You're right.
Negan
I
is his
say
leader,
you won't see Negan for like another 2 seasons. They're gonna milk the shit out this show.
This ain't season 2.
They're gonna milk
Listen,
this show until the wheels fall off.
I agree to an extent. I think we don't get Negan to almost the very end of the season,
the very last episode. I think
they are going to milk it at least that
that's
far.
That's going to be the finale of the season.
No, I think they're going to like show him maybe in the next episode, like just like they're going to show him for a brief minute, and then they're not going to show him for the rest of the season. Like they're going to be trying to like run through the woods for fucking 3 episodes.
No, I think it's definitely a season finale. He's going to pop up and do what he does and.
Well, how many episodes?
Like a badass. Probably like 1. This shit goes by so fast.
Yeah,
but,
season premiere, season finale come back to back now on AMC.
But it's about like what?
I say
2
like
episodes now.
Like 2 episodes. I say like 4 or 5.
Yeah, that has to be 4 because
because they do like 6 and 6.
Yeah, 6 and 6.
Something like that.
Because it was 8. 8 was
so you had to do 6.
8. Oh, so
8 was the mid-season.
Okay, 16, right? 16.
So
they got like another like
7, 8.
Yeah, 7, 8.
No.
Whoa.
6
episodes.
Holy shit.
I'm glad we got a lot of fucking mathematicians in here. Jesus Christ. 6
we were trying
episodes.
to get past it, and we just kept on going. Like, wait, how many episodes are there?
Jesus.
So I say in the next 2 episodes.
The fuck did you pass the ASVAB, dude?
Yo, I gotta go to. I'm not even gonna get into that.
Well, speaking of another AMC show, what you guys think of Better Call Saul episode 3?
Didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
You didn't see it, Jose? Did you see it?
I haven't seen.
All right, so Tony, do you want to have like a giant screaming match about this, like these two just did, or
you should. I want to get filled in. I want to know.
I could just throw shit. I'm good at throwing things.
That's like a fucking bitch.
What?
See, there he goes. He's
wearing a Rangers hat.
Whoa! No! Oh, the book is thrown.
God damn it.
Sergeant Murder.
He throws the book in every episode. Jesus Christ.
God damn it. You do a lot of shit. You don't talk about the Rangers and you don't talk about the
It's the second sissiest team he's a fan of next to the Mets.
Wow, that's some
all right, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. This is not a fucking ESPN podcast. We're not doing this. All right.
You don't have that, like, what?
No, I didn't have that queued up. I wasn't expecting this conversation. Better Call Saul. I'm liking the fact that they started that first episode slow. Nice little backstory build up, but they're heading into the Saul Goodman we've all known from Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
they're heading into that pretty fast now.
Wait, so is it a prelude or is it like?
It's a prequel. They started slow. The second episode, you got to see him do something a little dirty that he didn't want to do. Mm-hmm. By the third episode, he's fully invested at this point. He's realized that there's no such thing as a lawyer who can do anything legit. It's finally occurred to him he's gonna have to get his hands dirty at this point.
Full dirty cop mode.
Yeah. He's invested now.
He's ready to plant some cocaine in the back of the trunk.
He didn't want to be. You know, he has
a good heart. He does have a good heart.
Nacho makes this appearance in well, it's a debut, right? Because was Nacho in Breaking Bad, or was he just in the background somewhere? I don't even know.
I can't remember.
But Nacho comes in at season 2 and basically tells him,
Season 2.
I'm sorry, episode 2. Yeah, episode 2, and says, gives him his number. Says, call me when you realize, that there's no legal way to do this. There's no legit way to be a lawyer. When you realize who you really are, call me. So he starts calling this guy. Finally, when he realizes he's in a stuck position, starts calling and calling and calling. Not knowing that Nacho was locked up and the feds tapped the phone he was calling from. They come and get him. But turns out the whole time Nacho was calling on him for a lawyer. So he basically gets forced into this situation. By the end of the episode, he goes to find this couple that's on the run with their kids who stole millions of dollars. He's trying to help get a hold of these people, When he gets into the argument with them, they start pulling at this bag, and the millions of dollars fall out this bag. And you see his mind frame immediately change once that happens.
Wow. After they say, just take some and go away.
Yeah.
You see, that's how the episode ends, and it kind of makes you go,
he doesn't even say a word. You just see his face when the money falls out that bag. It's like he's invested now. He's made the decision.
So
yeah, there isn't like a whole lot of details you can really give on it. They're really starting slow, but you do see the transition starting to happen.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I really, really.
And
really
it's
like
shot in typical Vince Gilligan fashion. You get that first before the opening vignette or the opening vignette. You get the little backstory, but you don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
until you see the full episode.
They opened up with him in jail too.
Yeah,
talking to his brother.
Yeah.
Does every episode start off after the opening vignette? They start off with like some sort of alluding to what's going to happen, or
right.
What's like Breaking Bad?
Yeah, exactly. So what's either going to happen either in the episode or later down the line? So remember Breaking Bad when they started showing the teddy bear floating in the swimming pool. You didn't actually.
Two episodes later that you
it was more than that.
It was like a whole season.
Yeah, it took a while to figure out what that was even about, and then you got to see the plane crash and all that. So that's pretty much what they're doing. So they're doing the same fashion that Breaking Bad fans like.
Yeah.
It keeps it interesting. So,
do you think they're gonna put him? You think they're gonna put him like more, kind of like how he was in Breaking Bad, or you think they're gonna just like?
I think we will get that.
Yeah, he's definitely morphing into it.
Yeah, the personality. That's why I think he's doing such a great job with the acting. He's managed to separate from that personality that we saw in Breaking Bad, and almost have a completely different character, so that he can build into the guy we saw in Breaking Bad. He's doing a great job at that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good show. Definitely a good show. I think it lives up. This is the one show I think that's actually lived up to the hype.
Right.
Because at first I was like Kwesi, I was really skeptical. Like, really a fucking spinoff? They're gonna try to juice it for everything.
Well, I enjoyed the first episode.
No, this is what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
I heard about this like last
year. You don't fucking like anything. Like you say about me.
I said Game of Thrones is amazing.
There we go.
God damn it.
There we go.
Right.
I'm not doing this with you.
Yeah.
No,
but like
Breaking Bad's pretty good. So
I can't. I can't. Tyree's voice.
Yeah. No. Like I was really skeptical. Like when I heard about the show like last season, I was like, last year. Like,
I was as skeptical as I was about that new show coming out, Slap.
Oh God.
We just saw a picture of it on Hulu.
I was like,
we don't even want to know what it's about.
Yeah,
I
don't know what it's about, but it's just the name.
It's a whole episode
slap?
about this guy. He slaps somebody else's kid, and it becomes this big thing.
No,
Seriously?
not watching
Seriously,
that. Not watching that.
Like that's what the premise of the show is about.
Not watching that.
That's what it's about.
Seriously?
Like slaps someone's kid and the whole neighborhood hates him for it.
Like,
That's
really?
It's what's his name? The new Spock. Him.
Yes.
He's
like, in it.
He sees some kid like swinging a stick. He goes up to him and the kid like swings at him. So he slaps him in front of everybody. And everybody's like, "Oh my God, he's."
And they managed to spin an entire show out of this.
I'm in.
Yeah, they
managed to
make
it sounds more exciting than Gotham. I'm in.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No,
I'm gonna watch this.
I hope you do and you hate life because you waste all that time.
Yeah.
What?
No. No, I mean, they're
I don't even know what to fucking say.
I mean, the only way. They make it really like taboo to smack a kid, and I think there are circumstances where you're allowed to smack a kid and and hit a woman.
We're gonna get
No.
This is a whole different podcast.
No. Tell me if this kid murdered your entire family.
Of Tony Reyes is his own, not Dynamite
If
Fox
the Joker
Power
killed
Hour.
his mom, I think you should be able to slap him. Just saying.
Tony does not speak on behalf of the Dynamite Fox
Fox
Power Hour.
But I'm just saying, if this kid murdered your entire family.
He swung a stick at him.
No, no, I'm just saying, if this kid murdered your entire family.
Hold on, can
Burn
we
your house down.
Would you like to come over here and be on this?
Nah, she's in the next episode. Don't worry about it.
Because I'll move.
But you're telling me if a kid burned down your entire house with your family in it, with all your possessions in it, and you caught him before the police got there, you're telling me you're not going to smack the shit out this kid?
Let's move along. Next subject.
Listen, no.
Let's not endorse child abuse, please.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Moving along.
I gotta go to the court tomorrow. I got things I can't be saying on podcasts and shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is kind of a hot button right now. I don't want to talk about this. If they're taking down certain football players, I do not want to discuss this.
Okay.
All right. Moving along.
Yeah.
All right, where are we at, Tony?
Evolve?
Evolve. Yes. That's what I have to say about Evolve. Yes.
You weren't really sold on this game.
I wasn't sold, and then I played it.
Yes. I've been hyped about this game since last year.
Yeah. I you know what upset me? Like, I was like, all right, I really liked Left 4 Dead, and if they made anything similar, then I'm going to like it. And then you brought the game home, and it had a 2K logo on the front. And then immediately that moment, I was like, this game's going to be a piece of shit.
Wait, whoa. 2K makes some good games.
No, only good basketball games, nothing else.
What? So you
Have you played
not
WWE
like
15?
Bioshock.
You didn't play Bioshock.
So you didn't like Bioshock?
Okay,
I don't play.
all
Did
right.
you play WWE 15?
I don't play wrestling games. That's for children.
Oh,
Says the man who...
all video games are technically for
kidding.
children. Come on.
I'm kidding. No, all video games
Well,
are not for.
that
The
was-
Last of Us is not for
Well,
children.
that's what
I just want
all right.
the Rock to come over here and just like rock bottom you. Right?
through the fucking table here.
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna make
I'm
Goku
kidding.
in my
Jesus.
like lineup to
See,
like,
that's why
come super
wrestling
powerful on
fans' skin are so. It's just so thin. Like, relax, man.
All right,
It's a fake. It's not real.
you. It doesn't matter what you think.
it's to me, damn it. All right.
No wonder
Evolve.
CM Punk left this sport.
Evolve.
Jesus.
Evolve. Jesus.
I mean,
Christ.
I didn't know 100% everything about the game, and then when I actually did buy it, purchase it, I realized you got to play as the monsters. And I really like
Did
that.
you like playing as the monster?
Yeah,
Because
it's
I
a
haven't
lot of
done
fun.
it yet. I've only
Yeah,
played.
you kill a bunch of wild animals.
Wouldn't that be the first thing that you would do?
No,
Like,
I played
you
as
get a
a
game-
humans first.
Yeah, I played
That's
as a humans.
stupid.
Damn.
If I get a game I can maim things in as a monster, I'm playing that first.
Jose's a serial killer.
Listen, why do you think I know about the Joker more than you do?
Oh,
No, stop.
Nah, I'm
That's
just saying,
next week's podcast.
No, but I'm just saying, like I haven't played Evolve yet, but like the whole concept behind it sounds awesome. I'm just saying to you that specifically I would play as a monster.
No,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
And I haven't done it yet, surprisingly. But I do like the fact that they did take from the previous like Left 4 Dead series that the game changes every time you play it.
Yeah.
It was cool because the first time I played it with Tony, we got one scenario. Next time I played it, I got a completely different scenario, and I did the exact same mode, but completely different scenario.
Do you have like I guess like choices? Like you got to go to a door and it's like choose to go left and
No.
then save your mom and then choose
No,
to go
it's
right.
Well, kind of.
sort of. After you take out, you finish one map, it'll give you your choice of, let's say, do you want to save the oil tower, or do you want to save these 500 people?
Yeah.
But both have their negative consequences.
Okay.
So you're gonna go one way or the other. If you win, still something negative is gonna happen, but in a lesser.
Yeah. Is the
Quantity.
play like Turok though? I fucking hated Turok. Like the game.
It's kind of like it's pretty
you
much
like
Left 4
no,
Dead.
I don't
running
think
around,
so.
You can't really.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's like
It's
that.
kind of like Left 4 Dead, except you can aim this time.
yeah.
Yeah. So
But the aiming's not easy either. Well, not once the monster gets within like a few feet of you. He starts fucking like, what do you call that shit when they go from one spot to another? Teleporting. They start teleporting.
It depends on which monster you're facing. There's 3 different types.
Yo, every goddamn monster I face fucking teleported
There's
all over the
Wrath, I
goddamn
think, right?
place.
There's a
And
Wrath?
aiming was not easy.
The Wrath. Wrath, right?
It was the Wrath and then the
Kraken.
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 The
yes.
Kranken.
Cranking.
No, that's
He's doing
that,
crank.
He's
He's high as fuck.
that's a
eating
whole
people.
nother podcast in itself.
I'm just bringing up a lot of bad topics
Crankin's
here.
coming through.
I really do like the game.
Yeah, I do. My only
I don't see myself getting tired of it soon.
negative. I hate.
Yo,
the
we
fact,
have Ebola or something?
Actually, yes.
He tells the
and
only
you've
black
already
guy that-
contracted it.
This fucker's been over here coughing for 10 minutes.
The only black guy has
Yeah.
Ebola in this room.
Oh, that makes sense. The only African. Oh, was that
So
racist?
you guys,
Wait,
you
wait.
guys can talk about racist shit, but I
on.
can't slap babies.
punch babies. Punch. You can
Punch babies.
Not
Oh,
slap them.
God.
If you slap a baby, you're gonna have a whole episode about you.
This is a
this whole
lawsuit
series is
waiting
gonna
to
go bad.
happen. A liability.
Dynamite Fox
my
is going to be canceled next week. The FAA is going to shut us
shut
down.
this shit
Oh, the FCC.
down.
The FCC will shut us down.
FAA,
The FAA is going to take us out of the air. You motherfuckers are never flying again either.
They're gonna make sure we crash on the next airplane we go on.
Oh, don't say that. Come on.
But
God.
yeah, we really fell off topic. Yeah, my only negative about the game, no melee. I hate that when you're a human. There's no fucking melee.
There's no melee.
There's
There's
no
no
melee.
melee.
You have a monster game that you can't melee in?
No,
Well,
the monster
can
melees,
but
the
you
human
can't
can't.
melee. Well, which I guess that kind of makes sense because
It kind of balances
the
out.
monster.
It doesn't make sense because if I'm attacked by a goddamn monster and I don't
You're
have a
gonna
gun, I'm
melee
gonna
the
punch you in the
monster?
fucking face.
That
Wait,
doesn't
so you
make
run
no
around without
sense.
a gun unless isn't no melee?
No.
You have guns.
But
you always have a weapon.
The way they balance it is that you have unlimited ammo on everything.
okay.
But it's a meter. As you waste it, the meter goes down, and
gotta
then
wait for it to go
wait
back
for
up.
it to recharge.
Depending on what gun you're using. If you have like the assault rifle, then you just
Yeah, if you're using that
pull out
fucking
another clip.
lightning gun,
Yeah, the
which is
lightning
cool, it runs out fast. But the cool thing is you can hit multiple targets at once. You shoot at one target, and that lightning bolt hits everything in its vicinity that's moving.
I really do.
Wait,
like
Mike,
the game.
you actually played this game?
Yeah, he actually played it.
I love this. I
Oh,
was
I
the
thought
first.
you just watched.
I was the first one to beat the little world map thing they have in there. It's a game mode.
They give you 5 obstacles. You have to beat each one. And
He died a miserable death, and I beat it.
dude, you set me up for failure. He had one job was to eliminate all the eggs. All the eggs ended up fucking hatching, and then I had to face all those eggs at the next boss level.
He pulled a Rich.
And,
Yeah, he riched me.
He riched you.
He riched me.
You had 2
Shout out
bosses,
to Rich.
all the eggs, and they had little minions on
the
top of
fucking
that.
minions.
He had just a world of monsters by himself because I accidentally let all the eggs
Yeah,
hatch.
and then what
job.
happened? And then what happened? The fucking monsters got to the ship and murdered everybody on the ship that I actually
don't-
did manage to save.
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't have that problem. I saved the world.
He saved the fucking world.
As
I
long
saved
as
the world.
someone saved the world.
I saved the world.
If you were playing more video games rather than Candy Crush, this would have never happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I don't play Candy Crush.
It's not Candy Crush, Kwesi. It's Farmville.
It's not
Farmville.
Farmville.
I'm sorry.
Listen. Me and him are in the clan together. We will murder you.
Oh, you're both.
Man.
You both are in the same
They're
farm.
KKK guys?
No,
you guys are the clan.
we're a team, damn it. It's a team
clan.
sport.
Kwesi,
You're off the podcast.
You might want to.
God
You
damn
might
it.
not want to stick around, Kwesi. This is dangerous.
Why they got white hoodies on in here? Clan.
Y'all should come in with a white hoodie next time. Me and him are arguing, heated debate. Why'd you kill the black guy? Cause Batman.
Look, the basic point is both these guys are on the same farm. They water their crops together. They. What do you grow?
Same
Carrots?
farm.
You grow carrots?
It's not a fucking farm.
I'm not one to judge. It's really your own business, you know?
I'm getting sick of you guys.
What else do you got for
Mike,
us?
what do you rate the game?
What do I rate?
Yeah,
the
we
game?
fucking fell off topic.
from a 1 to what?
What we did last night, 1 to 10 for the fucking movie, or
1 to 5, I think we did, right? Oh no, we did 1 to 10. 1 to 10.
Yeah.
I'll give it an 8. I'm taking 2 away because of the melee thing.
really?
Yeah.
2 points because of melee, not even
2
1
points?
point, not
No,
half a
I'm
point,
taking 2
2
away
points.
because that
You
melee.
get unlimited ammo.
But
it balances it.
I really want melee. I like
Why
melee.
would you melee a giant monster running
All
at
I'm
you?
Why
saying-
the
all
fuck
I'm-
not?
Desperate. Okay.
Thank you.
Yo,
Lady
all I'm
from the
saying-
couch. Lady
Yo,
from the couch.
all I'm saying is Left
the
4 Dead.
random lady on the couch made a good point.
Don't you heckle me. Don't you heckle me from the couch.
You might want to stab a motherfucker.
Don't you heckle me from the
Left 4
couch.
Dead, frying pan of doom, bro. Frying pan of doom.
Dude, we're all from Brooklyn. Times come when you have to stab a motherfucker and you ain't got no gun on you.
Yeah,
We've all been there.
So you can talk about stabbing people.
Oh,
From
of
Brooklyn.
course the
But I can't-
Hispanics want to talk about stabbing
Listen,
someone.
all I said is just slapping.
And
people.
robbing the motherfucker too.
But you'd be okay with unlimited bullets. That says
Yes,
a lot.
yes.
Okay.
All
So
right.
2 points for melee.
all right. Since you guys are being assholes about
No,
it,
no,
I'll take
no,
away
no.
one
Your
for the
score is
melee.
your score. Your
All right,
score is
8.
your score.
I'll stick with 8. That's what I want.
Don't you edit his score.
You can't
Your
fucking
score,
judge me on my
Anthony.
goddamn opinion.
I'm just saying. Just
Jesus
saying.
Even how ridiculous his comments is. Continue.
Well,
My commentary. Did you hear that fucking sparring match you just had with Jose?
Exactly.
We're ridiculous.
I argued with a madman. Continue.
Well, from 1 to 10, the graphics are fucking phenomenal. I think you can agree with me
Yes.
on that. I mean,
Yes.
just everything is fucking crisp, clean. Finding shit is a little difficult at times, but I mean, you know, it's good. I like the fact that it changes, and besides the melee thing, I get about like a 9.
I'm not honey dicking you.
So yeah, I think a solid 9.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Okay. Moving along in other business.
All right. What do you have left?
I think we actually made it to Fast Lane.
We made it to Fast Lane.
We made it to Fast Lane.
WWE Fast Lane.
Oh God!
All
Wrestling.
Jose, are you caught up on any of this?
I'm not caught up on this. Last thing I saw was like Royal Rumble-ish, but like I didn't really pay attention like what was going on. I just know like nobody wanted the guy to win and he won. And...
The guy, all right. The guy is Daniel Bryan.
Exactly.
Okay.
That guy.
So Tony, all right. Do you see Taker coming back after Fast Lane?
Is Stone Cold Steve Austin back?
No. He's never coming back.
God, he has his own podcast.
Why are you promoting Stone Cold on our podcast? He's got enough listeners.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Tony, do you see Taker coming back after Fast Lane?
Yes.
Because Bray Wyatt is really hinting
he's calling him out.
at it. Bray Wyatt.
Who's
He's like this hillbilly.
We're not gonna fucking have this conversation.
No, we're gonna cut this out.
She knows.
You know who Bray is?
It's the GOAT guy, right?
The
The GOAT guy. Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Random girl on the couch says it's GOAT
she
guy.
knows.
Can we explain to some of our listeners, just in case they don't know?
Bray Wyatt is this guy. He came in with the Wyatt family, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. They long beards. They come in wearing these goat masks. They're really. You ever seen Who's Next?
No.
Yeah.
Or you've seen the cover for it, at least know like the goat mask thing. Okay, forget
They all
it.
got like
Kwesi.
plastic animal
Anyway,
farm animal.
they come in kind of gimmicked off of that.
Okay.
Out of like the deep country somewhere, and they look like a bunch of racists, if you ask me. But, yeah, stains on their clothes. Luke Harper doesn't change his shirt, but that's basically their gimmick. They're really country. But Bray has this darker side. It's very Undertaker-esque. Like he's really going for the new Phenom idea. He's really dark. He's really the way he talks. You know, so he's as of late he's been calling out the Undertaker.
Oh,
He's been doing little vignettes. He's beating everyone there is to beat. Let's put it there. He's beating Daniel Bryan. He's beating John Cena. Who else has he stomped out?
Brock Lesnar?
He's beating Chris Jericho.
Yeah, he's beating Jericho.
nobody's beaten Brock yet, have they?
No,
Not yet.
That's the person who I said should have beaten Undertaker last year. Was Bray.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt.
That
That's
was
what
my
I
pick.
thought, but they
And now
chose
they're
to
trying
give it
do
to
now.
yeah. But Bray Wyatt has been calling out the Taker, and Taker, you know, everyone thought was retired after taking that loss last year. No one's seen him since. I think Bray is going to be the second guy to beat him.
You think so?
Yeah.
I was reading Bleacher Report says that they think that Bray should stomp a mud hole in this fucking guy.
In Taker?
Yeah.
I don't see him stomping a mud hole, but I see him winning.
Yeah.
But back to Fastlane, Cena and Rusev. How do you see that coming about?
I see it turning up into like a either DQ, count out, some way where Cena is. It's not going to be a real ending, which they're going to end up pushing to Mania.
So you think that
Yeah.
Cena doesn't win at Fastlane?
See, he maybe
Or he
wins
wins
by
by
count out. It's
DQ
going to be
or
a
something.
bullshit ending.
Okay.
I'm sorry, isn't all... Never mind, forget
Yeah,
it.
no, you stay quiet.
Yes,
you stay quiet.
yes, Kwesi, it's scripted. We all know, but
I'm
there
just
are
saying, you
millions
said it's a
of
bullshit
fans.
ending. I mean, like every ending is a bullshit ending. isn't
No,
it?
no.
Yeah, because
Well written stories.
Did you just say well written?
As of late, no, there's nothing
Well
well written. But when they do write something well, it turns out pretty good.
Attitude Era, just saying.
Attitude
Yeah,
Era
yeah,
was a
Attitude
well written thing.
I just
top
got
to bottom.
the first volume in, and that's why I said Stone Cold Steve Austin, because that Attitude Era, I forgot how good everything was until I
really-
resaw it.
The only thing that makes the WWE Network worth it
That's true.
Is the Attitude Era?
is the Attitude Era.
I think we should all
and,
just...
and for me, WCW Nitro, but everyone, I really like WCW Nitro.
So you don't like NWO, man? Come on, NWO.
No, I didn't really
Hulk
like
Hogan,
it.
NWO. Just saying.
You're not helping this. You're not helping
All
this
right,
argument.
the original NWO before I spawned it off into the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
What else is going on at Fastlane? What's the main event?
Main event
Is
is...
this Seth Rollins?
No.
Seth Rollins not in the main event, huh?
It's Brian Roman.
Brian Roman, right?
Who's Brian Roman?
Brian
Oh my God.
What?
He's gorgeous. That's
It's
the one that won that.
Lady from the couch says
Daniel
gorgeous.
Bryan and Roman Reigns is the main event. The random girl on the couch. You don't have a name no more. Random girl on the
Random
couch.
girl. She's gonna come in every now and then.
Every
Random
now and
girl.
then.
Roman Reigns is the guy that they weren't happy
like
about
the
him winning.
waitress?
Right.
Really
Like-
gorgeous guy.
He's not gorgeous.
Like-
gorgeous.
That's like a... The waitress from It's Always Sunny.
Right.
She doesn't have a name. She's just a waitress.
Yeah.
She's random
Couch girl.
Yeah, couch girl. So couch girl. Yes,
Random couch girl.
So Roman, yes, Kwesi, is the guy that no one was happy about at the Royal Rumble because they wanted Bryan. So
The Rock's cousin.
yes, Rock's
Is it
cousin.
really
yeah.
his cousin or
No.
that's a gimmick?
No,
It's a
it's
gimmick.
not a gimmick. They did all grow up together close. It's
a
one of those.
gimmick.
Me and Tony are brothers, but we're not actually brothers. That's that thing.
They
Okay,
shared
so-
each other's. I mean, what?
What?
Whoa! So you just gonna deny that? Oh, I mean, no.
What the?
I know from personal experience, Tony. Don't worry.
What?
Oh, this just got really
Jesus.
off the rails.
I already threw my book
So,
already.
for the WWE to try to fix this whole situation that the fans are mad about, they stuck these two in a match together where the winner would go on to Mania to face Brock Lesnar. But Roman Reigns has earned that right already by winning the Royal Rumble.
Earned. Did you say earned?
Not earned
he
it,
won-
but
he
on
won.
paper he won. He
You keep
earned his
throwing
right.
these words, and I have to keep,
I know you. Well, we know what I mean, right? On paper, he won.
He won, so he's supposed to
it's
go
his
face Brock, yeah.
It's his right to go to WrestleMania and face the champion. But I don't know if they're gonna let that happen. Do you think they let it happen?
Yeah, no, they're gonna let it happen because now they're gonna try this whole,
Brian Ziegler.
No, they're trying to do this whole turning Bryan into a heel.
All right, I got a question.
Yes.
All right, I want to know because I'm a big MMA fan, UFC fan, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm hearing
Here you go.
there's
Here-
a huge rumor that Brock Lesnar is going to be leaving the
Yes.
WWE and go back to
he's-
MMA. Is that true?
It's we don't know if it's true yet. On Triple H's on Stone Cold's podcast, he had Triple H on there, and Stone Cold asked Triple H about that exact thing, and Triple H basically said that it depends on Brock. Right now, Brock isn't sure if he has some unfinished business.
Unfinished business. He got his ass kicked.
So, but that's what Triple H was alluding to. He was saying Brock had unfinished business. Triple H didn't want to say the letters UFC on
Of course not.
WWE programming.
Of course not.
So he said unfinished business. In other words, UFC.
Because they're killing them on the pay-per-view side. Why would they want to mention them?
Exactly. So that's basically where it stands. It's right now Brock hasn't made that decision yet. Brock wants to stay with the WWE. He's made that known, but he wants
Money.
He wants the deal he's getting now times 2
Really?
to be on more programming.
Oh, they want him on more programs.
He wants to be on Raw and SmackDown on a weekly basis.
Really?
But yeah, he does. But he wants like double what he's getting now, which
I
is
heard he
ridiculous.
hates being on.
No,
He wants the money.
Yeah, he
It's
wants
all-
the
it's all
money.
about the money.
He's all for being on Raw and SmackDown, or being on weekly television, but he wants that money doubled, maybe even more.
So why don't they?
Because
they're not
at
stupid.
WrestleMania. and
Do
just-
you realize?
himself. I mean, why would you pay him double to just be there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's Brock
You know why?
Lesnar.
No, but
But he doesn't talk for
he
himself.
doesn't do anything. He doesn't say anything. He just sits there and just destroys people's lives.
That's why they have what's
The advocate, Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman's probably, honestly, I think he's probably one of the best speakers in the
The
game.
advocate.
Yo, I seen the like the what's it called the shit for him, like that they were like showing how great he was and all.
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And
Paul
he's
Heyman?
done a lot of fucking shit.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
done
he's-
a lot of stuff,
he's
and he's done
amazing.
good with Brock Lesnar. But I just think they should just give up Brock Lesnar like completely. Like
I-
he's not that great of a character. For the,
I think and at his time back when like Kurt Angle was around and all that, Brock was a great wrestler because he was coming up off of amateur wrestling and.
But then he came in with
and-
Paul Heyman, didn't he?
Yes,
Paul Heyman's
yes,
put him
Paul
over the
Heyman's
top.
the one who brought him in. Yeah,
Yeah, he was never a good speaker.
He was no, he wasn't. But he was a good wrestler. And these days, he's not wrestling.
It's not even
anymore.
about
He's
the
just
wrestling.
brawling.
It's just his size.
The last match
It's-
was really good
it's-
though.
No, but he didn't wrestle.
He did a lot of Germans.
German suplexes all day, all day. What was my count? 16.
Yeah.
16?
that's just I'm big and I can throw. you
Yeah,
around.
that's what he's reduced himself to. It's like you're paying me a lot of money, but it's still not enough for me to wrestle. So I'm just gonna fucking be a big guy and just do big guy shit.
But he's doing that pretty well.
But he is doing that well. But I feel like we don't. I agree with Jose.
Wait,
We don't need him as fans. We don't.
You're
need him.
talking wrestling or quote unquote wrestling.
Pro wrestling, goddammit.
Pro wrestling.
World Wrestling Federation Wrestling. Back when it was
I'm really trying. I'm not even trying to be smart on this
talking about
one.
television.
I thought you meant like like double legs. He's not
No.
really like doing any like
Technical wrestling. This is what we're talking about.
He used to do a lot of that, but he's not doing that.
He's doing like 3 or 4 moves and getting away with it.
Yeah, it's. I agree with Jose. He's not needed. He's he was only
here to
showing
build up
up
WrestleMania.
on the big 4 pay-per-views of the year. That
he didn't even show up for one. He didn't even show up for Survivor Series.
No, but he went to Night of Champions, and that was the
second.
But he's a proven pay-per-view buy. Though.
Yeah, people will buy.
That's why they're keeping him around.
Exactly. So why is he not needed?
But
he's not needed.
I feel like you need something bigger at this point because you need to sell more than 4 pay-per-views a year when you're running 1 a month.
When you want to get paid 20.
Yeah, you're running 4 pay-per-views a month, but he's only at 4 if you're lucky.
Yeah.
You need something bigger.
You need the champion to be there.
You need the champion.
That's
you can't have a show without a champion. That's the whole point. And there's no champion.
All I'm saying is, remember when like wrestling, you had like championships for the championship, like the world championship on like Thursday, Saturday. There wasn't no pay-per-view. And then now
it rarely happens.
Now
where you
it's
see,
rarely, and it's only on like the pay-per-view, like actual big things, and they want your money. But at the same time, like, come on, you're gonna out of all people, you're gonna have Brock Lesnar, who doesn't put on that good of a show anyway.
Remember when you used to have to actually be a heavyweight to be a heavyweight champion in wrestling?
like Rey Mysterio?
But people are entertained by the little guys, like Daniel Bryan. He's a small guy.
I'm just saying. I just remember the time where you had to be heavyweight to be a heavyweight champion.
So, we are at 80 goddamn minutes. I'm enough sign language. We're at 80 minutes, guys.
Wow, wasn't.
So if you guys are still with us,
it happened again.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not sports entertained?
80 went by really fast.
It went by fast. If you're still with us, thank you. And remember the contest: free movie tickets, free AMC tickets, courtesy of Dynamite Fox host Tony. Thank you for giving those out to a fan.
And we were gonna have a lot more gifts coming by too.
In every month, every other month, something like that.
No, every month.
Every month. So 2 free tickets. All you have to do is go and like the Facebook page, dynamitefox.com. Click on the Facebook link, like the page, and you're automatically entered to win. It's gonna go over the course of the next 3 episodes?
Yes.
3 episodes from now, we'll be announcing the winner here on the podcast and contacting you directly. So
all I'm saying is you might want to because those new AMC theater seats. I don't know if you've been to the AMC theaters recently, but they got the big red couches and this Lazy Boys. Oh my God, 82nd.
God, those are everything.
They're everything. Lazy Boy seats, surround sound, yo, it's on point.
And you can have those seats, and you can go see what was the dumbass movie?
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey. You can go see that.
And Tony will have the review next week from watching the movie.
It's gonna have like bondage kit signed by the fucking signed by the actor.
Tony's theater seat has a dildo strapped to it when he sits down.
Whoa! It doesn't go that way.
12 inches of gray.
12 inches of gray. Oh God! Guys, go like the Facebook.
Please
go do it. Thanks for tuning in. We're out of here.
Take it easy.
Night, bitches.